Hello YouTube and welcome to today's video. So today is Saturday. I'm not working this weekend and I just pulled up here at the gym, and I'll be honest, this is like the last place that I want to be at right now. It is Saturday. It is obviously an off day for me today from work, and it's just very gloomy and rainy outside. And all I want to do is just be at home with like Cody and Slater and just like cuddled up on the couch and just doing nothing. But today it just kind of starts my workout rotation over again. And I did not want to miss a workout because I'm disciplined. Even though there are days like this where I just absolutely don't want to go to the gym. But as I always say, discipline is what always will get me there. Today is actually A-Day in Auburn for Auburn football. So it's actually a big weekend for Auburn, but the weather is just so like crappy and like sad and depressing. We actually went out with a couple of friends last night. They had like a concert and everything, like Brother Osborne played, and we just kind of went downtown to like some of our typical bars we go to and just hang out, and it was good. I haven't been out in like so long, so it was nice to like actually get out and do something besides work and work out and eat and go to sleep. But anyways, so we did that last night, so that was a lot of fun. And then this morning I woke up. I actually slept in. I slept like till 8:15, which is like the latest I've slept in a really long time, because usually sleeping in for me is like 7 o'clock because I'm an early riser. I'm just used to it. But I like made myself sleep in, and then I had like a couple of like, I had one client call this morning, and I just had some like other just kind of like client maintenance type things, like check-ins, just reviewing some upcoming phone calls that are coming up, and just kind of like organizing things on my computer. And I ate breakfast this morning. I only had like I had like a bowl, a little pouch of oatmeal, like the Better Oat Fits that I've been eating. 3 egg whites cooked in that, and then a little bit of cookie butter on top, and then had my coffee, and then as my pre-workout carb, I just had a serving of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. So that's like all I've had today, and it's almost 11:30. I actually wanted to be here at the gym at like 10 a.m. by 10 a.m. But that just didn't happen because it took me forever to like get motivated to get myself off the couch, like off my computer, and like get dressed and come here to the gym. So today is a glute and ham and leg day. So it's basically just a leg day. I don't think I filmed it for YouTube. I think I might have put it on my Instagram before. But anyways, I'm going to film the workout for y'all today. And I have cardio. I'm not doing abs, but I do have 30 minutes of cardio. So yeah, that's it. That's all I really got. I've already been rambling for like almost 4 minutes. So just hoping that my pre-workout kicks in. Oh, and as always, I didn't show it, but I just have my typical pre-workout stack that I have in here. I have 1 scoop of First Phorm BCAAs, and then 1 scoop of the citrulline malate. Then I took just a powder shot of the First Phorm Project 1 pre-workout. That's the pre-workout that I'm taking today. So I'm hoping that some motivation kicks in. I'll be honest, I was thinking about it. I have not actively stretched before a workout since like my powerlifting program. I was pretty good about like especially when it came to leg day, like whether it was deadlifts or squats, I always like did a lot of like dynamic stretching before leg day. I have not been doing that at all since I started bikini prep, and I'm just now kind of starting to feel like the aches and pains of just constantly working out and not really taking like a whole lot of like recovery time and just like stretching and everything. So I think I'm actually going to stretch before I actually jump into today's leg workout. So that is the plan, Stan, and I'll see y'all in the gym. To start off the workout, I did just a regular leg press with sets of 20, 20, then 15, then 10, then 6, and then we did a drop set and did 12. So I'm just doing just a regular neutral leg press here, so just kind of like in the middle of the platform, and I'm really thinking about driving with my hamstrings and my glutes, and my toes are slightly turned out. That's where I'm getting the biggest burn from this exercise. So you don't really need a whole lot of weight because you are doing 20 reps multiple times on here, so just a 45 on each side. So leg press here. Then we moved on to RDLs or Romanian deadlifts using dumbbells. I'm only using 30 pounds here because again we're doing some high reps, so we're doing 4 sets of 20 here. Now what I think about when I do RDLs is it's all a movement in my hip hinge and my glute squeeze. So I'm thinking about I'm hinging at the hip, but I'm pushing my butt towards the back wall and then pulling the movement up by just squeezing my glutes. So my shoulders are locked in. I'm using my core. My core is tight, but mainly I'm thinking about only using my glutes, the glute squeeze, to move this movement with a bend in my legs. So it's not a straight leg deadlift. You are seeing quite a bend in the knees here. So just hip hinge, and we are squeezing to pull me up at the top. And then I moved on to some hip thrusts. Now you can do these obviously with just a free barbell with some weight on the ends, or honestly I've gotten where I prefer to do these on the Smith machine, and you don't have to do a whole lot of weight on these. I see a lot of girls just loading up the bar with so much weight on these, but guys, if you're doing this right, you don't need a whole lot of weight on a hip thrust like this. I only have 25 pounds on each side. Now, granted, I am doing high reps again, so I'm doing 4 sets of 20 reps on this. So, but what I'm thinking about is I'm keeping my back as neutral, as straight as I can. So I try to think about like I'm laying on just a flat like piece of board or something, and I'm trying not to let my lower back dip down and arch. And again, I'm using all movement through my glutes. I'm trying not to use my any momentum, or I'm trying not to use my quads for any help here. Again, if you are doing this right, if you're thinking about driving through your heels, squeezing your glutes, keeping that back as straight as you can see me, I'm completely coming up and then going down, going back, coming up. Like, it's all movement in my glutes. You're going to feel it in your glutes no matter if you're using a super lightweight, like 25 pounds on each side. Then we moved on to, these are just some seated leg curls. Really basic movement here. I just think about just keeping my feet flexed, so my toes pointing up towards the ceiling, and pulling my heels towards my butt. So it's all a hamstring movement here. I'm trying, again, not to use momentum, but we are doing high reps again, so 20, 12, then 10, 8, and then dropping the set. So when you do those drop sets in there, you're going to burn. Then walking dumbbell lunges, not too heavy weight here. I think I just did 12 reps on each side, so I just used 15 pounds. I like to do walking lunges with this. Just focusing, just kind of leaning forward and putting all that weight drive on that front leg. Then single leg extensions. So again, high reps here. I like doing single legs here because it just really helps isolate the leg movement, so you're not, one leg is not dominating over the other if you are doing these together. So a lot of single leg movements thrown into my leg days nowadays. And then we did some good girls and bad girls, or just some abductors and adductors. These are the abductors that you are seeing with A, B as in boy, D. Abductors, 20 of those. And then we did adductors, so A, D as in dog, D as in dog, adductors, 20 reps here. Really feel a burn in your groins and on the outside of your glutes after this. I just got back from the gym, and Cody wants to go get some wings, and today is a refeed day for me, so I do have like a lot of macros to hit. Is he more important than me? I'm just kidding.
Don't
ask. Love Slater Maters.
Don't ask questions you don't want answers to.
No, but we have to go meet Cody's friend, and so it's probably gonna be probably an hour before we actually eat something. So I am actually going to make me a post-workout shake. So as always, my post-workout shake that I'm going to have is the Formula 1 by Phorm, which is like their fast digesting protein. And then I had really like a fourth of a scoop of Ignition, because this is just a carb source. I like to take this with my post-workout shake. Usually I do half a scoop, which is about 24 carbs, but I'm only doing a half of a scoop, so 1/4 of this scoop, which is giving me about 15 grams of this, because I do want a little bit of carbs, but I want to be able to eat my carbs for the majority of the day, because today's a refeed day, and who doesn't want to not eat their carbs? So that's what we're doing, protein shake for on the go, and we're gonna go get some wings.
Do you wanna...
I feel awkward when I vlog in front of you.
You should.
Why? So good morning, it is the next day. So I completely just didn't even vlog the rest of the day yesterday, because after me and Cody got done eating wings, we came home and we just crashed on the couch and slept till like 8:30 at night. So there was nothing exciting that was going on, but We did get up this morning. We went to church and we went and ate breakfast at Cracker Barrel. And we went by Sam's and Academy. But at Sam's, I wanted to show y'all some fun finds that we found, or that I found at least. But I came across this brand. It's called My Body, My Nutrition, My Bar. I think this is kind of a known brand if I'm not mistaken. But it's a My Bar protein. Comes with a confetti cake crunch, 6 of those protein bars, and then ice cream cookie crunch, 6 of those. So 2 different flavors in here. But I really like the macros on this. It's 10 fat, 17 carb, and 20 protein. So really good macros on here in comparison to like a Quest bar. Usually a Quest bar is going to be like 8 to 10 grams of fat, 20 to 25 grams of carbs depending on the flavor, and then like 20-25 grams of protein. So to me, like, I'm more concerned about like the carb content in here because my fats usually stay pretty high in general, so fats don't really bother me a whole lot, but I like to find things that are of a lower carb source. So this is a really good macro layout for a protein bar, and I'm actually super excited to try these, so I'll let y'all know how those are. And then the next find that I found was pretty exciting. This is called the Protein, I don't know if you can see it, yeah, the Protein 20 Protein Infused Water. So this is a packet that has 3 different water flavors in here. We've got the coconut, like tropical coconut water. This is a harvest grape flavor, and then you have mixed berry. And essentially all this is just straight up protein water. Where's the macros on here? There we go. It's all 0, so it's 60 calories, so it's taken into account like the sodium and the protein in here. But each bottle, which is about 17 fluid ounces, is 15 grams of protein, just straight up protein. Now, obviously, like this, you could get something like this out of like a regular protein shake, but what I like about this is it's not like a creamy, heavier protein. It's just like flavored water. So I don't know, I just thought this would be a really good like spring, summertime edition, and it's just straight pure protein, but it's in the flavors of just some good, I don't know, like summer flavors. So I just thought this would be a good way to hit my protein content if I'm not wanting to eat or have an actual regular protein shake. So just thought I would share that with y'all, these finds. So I'll have to try these out and let you know how they are. So I'm about to get ready to go to the gym, and of course, can't wait to try one of these. So I haven't really eaten a whole lot. I just ate a big breakfast at Cracker Barrel, and it's like 12:30 now. So I want to have a little bit of something, well, just some carbs and some protein before I go to the gym. So I'm going to try the ice cream cookie crunch version. I already know that I'm probably not going to like too much of the confetti cake crunch, just the flavor in general, just because I don't like white cake in general, and I'm not a big like confetti yellow white cake person. I like chocolate stuff or cinnamon stuff, so that's usually my go-to flavor. So we're about to try this. I have another bite. This is what it looks like. Pretty tasty. A little chewy. It's a really good flavor. 7, 8 out of 10. Somewhere there. Okay, so I just got back from the gym, and per usual I have 2 scoops of a First Phorm Formula 1 protein shake. So 2 scoops of that and half a serving of the Ignition scoop in there, which is just straight up carbohydrate. I always pair that with a protein source. I like to have a carb and a protein source after post-workout. But I'm just sitting here at my desk. I'm just going to do some computer work. Got some like client check-ins I need to follow up with. Guys, I'm getting like kind of overwhelmed with having like so many clients at this point, for me that is. I'm getting to that point where I'm gonna have to like ultimately just cap it off for a minute, because I mean, I can like handle a couple more probably, but then that would just absolutely just take away any free time that I do have. It's already taking up a lot of my free time that I have, and I don't have a lot of free time that is. So I am already making a lot of sacrifice for the handful of clients that I do have, and I love the clients that I'm working with, but I am getting to that point where I'm gonna have to like cap it off, because you know, I do have a full-time job as a pharmacist. So, but I'm just gonna sit here and do some computer work. I'm gonna start editing this YouTube video. Actually, I'm gonna fill out my passion planner, fill out my calendar, get it ready for the next couple of weeks. Doing some laundry, just getting ready for the week. I got to meal prep later. I had to go to the grocery store earlier today, and I got to meal prep. And it's such a beautiful day outside, but it's freezing. But I'd like to take Slater for a walk because I'm sure he would really enjoy that. So maybe in a couple hours we'll actually go do that. So that is it. That is going to end today's video, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye, y'all.